Hello everyone and welcome back to Fantasy Forge. I'm Cameron Holt and it's time once again to create some D&D Pokemon fusions to add to my newly created continent of Weepinbell. I took some time off for the holidays, did some rearranging, and boy, since I have been back at it, things have been rough. I've been having a lot of technical difficulties. Two of the drawings today have some lost footage from the beginning of the drawings, so I did an extra one. So this video is going to have 4 creations in it to make up for the kind of missing pieces of the others. I've got most of one, but the first one that we're going to touch on, I was mostly done when the footage got corrupted. It's a whole thing. First up from Pokemon was Graveler, the rolling boulder of a rock type that apparently is so carefree that he doesn't even mind when pieces of himself fall off as he's rolling. From the monster manual, I rolled for the Purple Worm. This gigantic monstrosity, gargantuan. This gargantuan monstrosity burrows through the ground, eating whatever living things enter its tremor sense, and leaving a 10-foot diameter tunnel in its wake. Together, they create the Unwell. This nightmare creature is of the Mimic family, and possesses an aura of magic that warps the minds of those around it. It plants itself within a town or village, replacing a well and taking its form. Throughout the day, creatures drink from the Unwell's juices. Those who have ingested its secretions are charmed and return to the well in the night to toss themselves in, becoming a meal for the giant stone worm. I'm bummed that I lost most of the recording for this piece because it's one of my favorite creatures I've come up with in a long time, and it will definitely be going in my games in the future. The next Pokemon on the mixing slab is Weepinbell. This dopey-looking flower with lips apparently spits acid and poison, and has razor-sharp leaves that it uses to cut up things that are too small for it to eat. Who knew? The second beastie from the monster manual was the Hydra. This 5-headed serpent a la Hercules grows back 2 heads for each one that it loses during combat, and is ultimately terrible to be around. Together, they become the Weeping Hydra. The Glasswood Holt south of Chilrun is full of wonders and horrors alike, from ancient elven ruins that grant boons to those who find them, to giant reptiles that roam through the dire-sized pines. But there are more dangerous things lurking in the forest than dinosaurs. Twisted roots and vines lead to carnivorous flowers of reds, yellows, and blues. The plant grows so large and hungry that its voracious appetite cannot be satisfied to simply wait for food to come to it. It uproots itself in search of giant elk and forest creatures to consume, but it's not opposed to the taste of adventurers as well. Alright, 2 more mashups to go, and this time in their entirety. The next Pokemon we're working with is Goldduck. This duck bro spends its time swimming elegantly in lakes and rivers, with a glowing jewel on its forehead when it reaches top speeds. On deck for the monsters is a 1, the aboleth. These immense amphibians don't stop growing, in body or mind. They use their immense size and psionic abilities to float around and ruin people's lives. There have been sightings in the Gulf of Weepinbell of an ancient titan, Sailors tell tales of a massive waterfowl emerging from the waves with a wingspan the length of even the largest ships. Beneath the surface, in place of webbed feet, is a mess of muscled tentacles. The aberration must have escaped from the far realm and now terrorizes the seas and skies surrounding Weepinbell, destroying ships and carrying their treasures to its secluded nest. Use caution when sailing the Gulf of Weepinbell or the Glimic Ocean, and keep one eye on the seas and skies. You just might have the misfortune of meeting the Quackalith. My greatest creation. Our final Pokemon of the day is Grimer. Pokedex entries for this slime ball are redundantly insistent that Grimer is made of sludge, and lives in sludge, and lives near factories, thriving in toxic waste dumps. And for the last D&D monster, we have been blessed with the cloaker. These big leathery aberrations live in the Underdark. They look like manta rays when they're flying, or like leathery cloaks when they're at rest. Whoever named them was not terribly clever, but that's fine. As if there weren't already enough gelatinous monsters slowly sulking their way through Kavora, new species of ooze have been discovered in Weepinbell. In the Manglewood swamps, travelers have been going missing without a trace. It was only recently that a lone survivor from a group of adventurers made it to the Furbolg commune with a tale to tell. A flock of horrifying, flapping oozes swept down from the skies, splattering the group with acidic droplets with the flapping of their pseudopods. Those still conscious were sucked up into the viscous bodies and carried off into the distance by the soaring slimes. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, chances are you're pretty into homebrew D&D content. Maybe you've even been playing with the idea of creating your own homebrew world. Well, have I got the series for you. Check out The Beginner's Guide to World Building, a new series where I give you the tools you need to create your own homebrew world full of fantastical creatures, plot hooks, gods, stories, and lore without getting too overwhelmed. There's a link here, as well as another at the end card of this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more D&D Pokemon fusions, as well as help with world building, homebrew monsters, and all things tabletop. I'll see all of you in the next video. But until then, stay safe out there, adventurers.